Hey guys, Julia there. Before we start, a quick thing. If you want to follow my trading more closely, I keep everything organized in my Telegram channel. That's where I post my strategies, tools, trade breakdowns, and sometimes even signals as well. It's just easier to explain things there step by step. Also, every Tuesday and Thursday evening, I do live trading streams where you can watch the full sessions and see how I make decisions in real time. So if you're interested in that, the Telegram link is in the description, and if you enjoy trading content like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, today we're going to talk about how I use the MACD indicator in my trading and when it actually gives a good confirmation signal. NZD/USD is forming the signal to open the trade in the upward direction. So 5 minutes, $100, I'm in. So first of all, I checked the chart on 5 minutes time frame, or even longer, I think. Yeah, 30 minutes time frame. Here I drew the downward parallel channel. The price has a clear structure, and that's what I love so much. So price touches the support, then goes to touch the resistance, and just like this in waves, it goes down. I opened the trade in the upward direction because first of all, on 30 minutes time frame, I saw that the price still didn't touch the resistance. It touched the support, but it feels like it still is on the way to touch the resistance, even though it's kind of risky to open the trade against the main trend. But I saw that it has the potential to go up. Also, MACD gave me a confirmation signal that the price will go up because the moving average is crossed in the oversold zone below the zero line. Here is the zero line, so it crossed below, and for me it's the perfect signal to open the trade in the upward direction. So we're just waiting. The price is moving pretty slow, and maybe I needed here more than 5 minutes, but in the last moment the price went up and is the first profit. Okay, I think next time if I open the trade here, I would open it for not 5 minutes, but maybe 7 minutes would be the perfect time. I just found another amazing signal, 5 minutes, $100 in the downward direction. I just opened the trade. So the first signal that I saw is that MACD crossed in the overbought zone above the zero line. So for me, it's a signal to open the trade in the downward direction. And if we check our chart on 5 minutes time frame, we can see that here is the downward trend, and probably there is a downward parallel channel on a longer time frame. I think I can draw it with a trend line, just like that. The resistance, so we can see that the price almost touched the resistance and now it goes down. So basically right now we have a trend reversals on 30 seconds time frame, and I think for the next half an hour maybe the price will move in the downward direction. The market today is super slow, and I'm choosing the slowest charts. The slowest currency pairs, but it's fine. The last 13 seconds, and maybe the price will go down. Oh my god, again the miracle is happening today. Or not, or yes. $92. Wow, again. I was sure for 90% that this one is not gonna be profitable, and I needed to put again bigger time, but no. No, the god of trading saved me. Okay, I just opened one more trade again in the downward direction on AUD/CHF, $100, and again 5 minutes. You would say, Julia, what the hell? 5 minutes? You opened 2 trades and they almost been not profitable, but guys, they were profitable. So I continue operating with 5 minutes expiration time. And yeah, here I got the signal from MACD. The lines again crossed in the overbought zone above the zero line, so that's the signal for me to open the trade in the downward direction. And if we check our price on 30 minutes time frame, it's moving in the upward parallel channel. Quite stable, clear structure, we love that. And as you can see, the price already touched the resistance, so right now it should be in the downward trend for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, maybe even more. So I would love to open here the trades in the downward direction, even though on 30 seconds actually it looks like more like laterality here. But we will see. The price has enough volatility. Look, here was the signal to open the trade in the upward direction at 442, and at 48 the price reached the peak, so it needed only 6 minutes to go up. So I think 5 minutes is the perfect expiration time for this chart. And also about the downward signal, here was the signal at 450, and at 454 the price reached the bottom. So here it needed even less than 5 minutes to go down. This is how I see what expiration time I should put. Anyway, we're waiting for 3 more minutes. Good luck. I ran out of miracles, and this time this trade unfortunately wasn't profitable, even though a couple of times it went down than the point of my entry. But anyway, I think this one has a lot of volatility. We can see it with the big candle that it has. Like if we check it, to compare it with NZD USD, we can see that here the candles are small and the price is moving super slow. But on this one, the candles are big, so it was quite risky, this trade. Yeah, let's wait. Maybe this one we need to watch a little bit more, and only then to try to open the trade here again. Anyway, I always tell you that 70-80% of the trades are profitable and 20-30% of the trades are not profitable, and that's completely fine. But don't forget about the risk management. And by the way, did you notice how NZD USD went up? Like the first trade for today's trading session during this YouTube video, I opened here the trade in the upward direction, and I opened the trade right here when it was in laterality. But after how many? After 22 minutes, the price finally went so much up. Euro NZD finally reached the resistance. So 3 minutes, $100. And I'm in. Finally, we were waiting for that moment for so long. Euro NZD is moving in the downward trend on 10 minutes time frame. I drew here the downward parallel channel. So yeah, finally, I was waiting for such a long time a good signal, and here we go. MACD lines crossed in the overbought zone above the zero line. As you can see, Euro NZD is moving super smooth. So like here was the signal to open the trade in the downward direction, and well, it went down first, it went up, and then it went down. Also here was the signal. Well, basically I would say that this was a false signal, but the true signal was here to open the trade in the downward direction. So in general, I think on this chart, specifically on this chart, MACD gives us a really good signals. So my support and resistance lines confirm that signal from MACD, or we can say that MACD confirmed the signal that I received from support and resistance lines. And the last seconds of the trade, and as you noticed, I put less time this time because I didn't want to get on the correction. So yeah, the first 3 minutes the price is moving in the right direction and we're getting the profit without getting into correction like it happened here, you know. So anyway, that was an amazing trade. EURNZD is still going down and I can't but just to take an advantage of this. So 3 minutes again, $100 again in the downward direction. Even though MACD lines crossed in the oversold zone, which is a bad signal to open the trade in the downward direction. But we know that the EURNZD is super stable and it touched the resistance and it's moving. Like the main trend of EURNZD is a downward trend if we check the longer time frames. So I believe that here we can open many trades in the downward direction in the next 30 minutes and we can get a lot of profit from it. So, as I told you, this one is gonna be a good one. Even though the MACD gave us a bad signal, we know from our experience that this was actually a very good signal. And here is the proof that it was a good signal to open the trade. And, and the time was actually the perfect 3 minutes. And here is the profit, and maybe later I would open a little bit more trades on this chart. So that's how I personally use MACD when I'm looking for confirmation. Remember that indicators alone don't make profitable trades. The real key is structure, patience, and risk management. If you want to see how I use this in real trades, I share full trade examples and setups in my Telegram. And don't forget that we also do live trading streams every Tuesday and Thursday evening. The link is in the description if you want to join. And if this video helped you to understand MACD better, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, see you in the next video!